Alright, here's the Mariahville town line. I'll be taking you to Goodman's Bridge. I'll upload that video before I do this one, just so you can see the area that my former and my daughter and I used to hang around. On this road right here, you got to be extremely careful because lots of deer, lots of coyote, lots of bear, a couple moose, and lots of raccoons. So when you're driving, you got to be very careful because they will dodge out in front of you, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to have an accident. Now, as you can see, I'm only doing 40 miles an hour, and, well, 50 now. But there's a lot of wildlife up here, and they don't seem to get too afraid of people. Me and my former used to ride up here, and I'd be doing 85, 90, 100 miles an hour. And that's not even a joke on these roads. Those locals that live up here, they also know how to drive these roads. We all do. We're almost like rednecks. we can floor these cars and just, don't have problems on these roads. But like I said, lots of animals up here. Last year, actually, it was earlier this year, there was a couple people that were drag racing up here, and they lost their lives up here. One of them was just a teenager. And it's a sad reality to this road, because this road has notorious for rebel action, rebel driving without a care. Aggressive driving, sometimes it kills you. So, the reason I'm filming, which I normally don't do when I'm driving, is I want to see if a deer or a bear will step out, give you an idea just what they look like up here. Up here they're huge. But that's, yeah, that's risky. Still doing 50, nothing yet. Now down around this hill here, there's usually a lot of raccoons. I don't know why they use this particular spot here to cross. We're at the bottom of this hill. Right here is where they usually cross. I hit one day and I felt so bad. But it is what it is. And 155. Dirt road right here I always go down and rest on. It comes to a gate, I gotta unlock the gate. But this is a gated community. Well, it's a gated road, which is no way out unless you have the key. I don't know if you can see that or not. This, folks, used to be my property. And you gotta be careful driving here. There's lots of rocks that stick up in the middle. Huge, huge rocks. Sometimes these holes right here can be very deep. This goes down about 6 miles in the woods. This is where I hunt. But when I lived alone, before I met my former, I lived in a trailer down here. It's an old trailer now. I mean, this was, geez, I lived down here probably 20 years ago. Ow, ow. This GMC terrain is quite high, but still there's a rock down here that will take my muffler right off if I'm not careful. So you gotta go way off, you gotta swing way out. Usually where that big giant puddle is, and I'll show you that when we get to it. Any luck, we'll see a deer or a bear. If not, well, maybe another time. Ooh, there's a hole. There's another one. Go this way. Ow. Sorry for the noises, folks. I got one hell of a heartburn. 4 tacos later, it just didn't set with me. Okay, right here is a bear crossing. I'll stop and name it in. It's right on the corner. The rock sticks out, it's a bear crossing. This section right over here, I'm just going to aim the cameras back. Right up over that knoll, right down through. They come right across. They usually go through there. And I tell you, I've seen some really big ones here. Maine black bears usually aren't aggressive unless it's being cornered or unless they're with their young, their cubs. But even when I was hunting them, I had some very, very close encounters that I'm very lucky to walk away from. And think about a bear. I don't know, you guys probably already know about bear, but they know you're around before you know they're around. So they've already noticed you coming, they've already smelled you, and that gives them the perfect opportunity to hunt you. A lot of hunters became the hunted. Anyways, sorry. This is bad right here. This is washed out a lot. Jesus. I'm just creeping along, 3 miles an hour. 4 miles an hour. Here's the puddle I was telling you about to get washed out. There's a big rock that sticks up. And I lost a muffler one time out here. So I'll swing this way. That hump there with the blue tag head, underneath that hump there's a small culvert. It used to be like a little bridge, but they had to fill it over. Right there. My daughter was about 2.5, 3 years old. I put her in my lap. We had a Nissan Sentra, and my former was sitting beside me. Our little daughter was sitting in my lap, and I let her steer while I went about this fast. Boy, did she have fun. She was giggling and laughing and hopping up and down. She had a lot of fun. Oh, here we go. I forgot to tell you, this gets overgrown down here and it's hard to see the rocks, but well, one thing about it, if a man breaks down here, you never want to sit in your vehicle until morning because you don't want to walk this road at night. And I'm just saying, you don't want to walk this road at night. It's very, very dangerous. Right down in here is where the trailer was. I don't know if it's still there or not. I had a boat down here, a trailer. Let me just roll the window down a little bit. Grab my flashlight. Oh, there's my boat. It's no good though, it's got a hole in the bottom. That's where I had the trailer right there. Foundation's right there. Now the gate's just down here. Right there's the gate. I gotta get out and unlock it and drive another 4 miles down in. It's where I'm gonna sleep for the night, just to have old time's sake. That's why we put a sign up a long time ago, you know, gated road, no outlet. You have to go all the way down to turn around. I mean, you could do a 20-point turn, but if you got a 4x4, you can get down here off to the, right where my finger is, there's a little 4x4 path. Here we go. Alright folks, we're gonna unlock this gate and keep on going. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the trip. It's not exactly the best trip, but it is what it is. Be safe, be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.